வச்சது.
அந்த நேம் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக வந்திருக்கும் நினைக்கிறேன்.
இதுங்க
படிச்சிருக்கீங்க. கொடுங்க, நான் படிக்கிறேன்.
குவாலிட்டி கம்மியாக இருக்குதுல்ல.
ஃபுல் ஸ்க்ரீனில் போடுங்க. அதே திரும்ப ஃபுல் ஸ்க்ரீன். டாட்டா காட்டி 20 நிமிஷம் 20 செகண்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு. இன்னும் வரல.
இல்லை, அது போயிடுச்சு. டாடா போயிடுச்சு.
இல்லைங்க, அதுக்கப்புறம்
போயிடுச்சு. நான் பார்த்தேன். பாருங்க, இப்போ நீங்கள் வேலை செய்யுங்க. இப்போ 2:33 காட்டியிருக்கீங்களா? என்னங்க ஆச்சு? இல்லை, 10 செகண்டில் வந்துருதாண்ணா.
இது வந்து யூடியூப் லிங்க்ல
உட்காந்துருக்கு. இப்போ இங்கே உட்காந்துருக்கான். நீங்கள் இது இந்த கை இப்போ தான் வருது. 30 செகண்ட்லேயே வருது.
பாக்ஸ் எதை காமிக்கிறேன்.
இப்போ இன்னும் நீங்கள் தான் உட்காந்துருக்க. இப்போ தான் தெரியுது. அதான் 30 செகண்ட்ஸ் டிலே தெளிவாக இருக்கும். ஆனால் இது கிளாரிட்டி கம்மியாக இருக்குன்னு தவிர கிளாரிட்டி இவ்வளோ தான் வருமா?
இது எப்படி வருது உங்களுக்கு? பயங்கர கிளியராக வருங்க.
அதான் கேட்குறேன்.
அதுக்கு மேலே 720 கொடுங்க.
ஒன்றும் வராது.
கொஞ்சம் ஸ்லோவாக இருக்கும். இதுவும் டிலே இருக்குமா? இதை குவாலிட்டி போட்டுக்கிட்டா
அதெல்லாம் ஆட்டோப்ளே தான் கொடுக்கணும். அதெல்லாம் ஓகே. நீங்க ஏதோ செட்டிங் ஃபாஸ்ட் எதுவும் மாத்திருக்கீங்க, அதனால அது குவாலிட்டி இல்லாட்டி கூட வருதில்ல. உங்களோட லைவ் ஸ்ட்ரீமிங் செட்டிங்ல போய் ஏதோ ஃபாஸ்ட்னு மாத்தி விட்டுருக்கீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அதுல
இதுலயா?
உங்க பிளேயர் செட்டிங்ல இதுல ஒன்றும் வராது. இதுல எப்போதும் போல சும்மா அனுப்ப. இதுக்கு ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாது. நீங்க என்ன பண்றீங்க?
பாத்தீங்களா 1020 போட்டானே.
1020 போட்டா ஸ்டேட் பண்ணுது. வெயிட் பண்ணுது. இதுதான் அவனோட ஹெச்டி குவாலிட்டி. 1080 வந்து அவனோட ஹெச்டி குவாலிட்டி. இவன் ஹெச்டியில் அனுப்புகிறான். ஆக்சுவலி ஹெச்டி தாங்க. இது குவாலிட்டி கொண்டு வர முடியுது அவனால். இப்போ நான் வந்து போகிறேன். இப்போ டைம் செகண்ட் எத்தனை சொல்லுங்க?
450.
450. ஓகேவா?
நான் அப்பதான் கையை காமிச்சது இப்பதான் 1080 போட்டா இன்னும் டிலே கூடுதலா வரும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அது இதோட சேர்த்து.
ஆ என்ன பண்ணீங்க? நான்
உங்க கையில இருந்து ஒரு கையில கொடுத்தீங்க.
ஓகே அது
வந்துருச்சு போல.
hey,
Working?
yeah, it's working. Like we are able to make much more than 1 minute delay if you are putting the full HD in my display.
Okay, this delay is going to ask, is it because of Nokia network or is it not?
No, this I saw in the RGO network also, right? So this is not the first time we are seeing it.
Okay.
So this is the accepted. This is the only reason Nokia Tech is interested in discussing with us.
Okay.
So that is the only reason they are engaging with us, because they are already ecosystem partners. But they know that this is the whole ecosystem is the only reason what they really truly believe that the reason they are also engaging. Or they have a lot of other partners which they are going to engage with us itself.
Okay. So demo will be on your laptop and presentation on my laptop.
Yeah.
And then it will not disturb, right? By the time we walk to that room.
No, this is what I told is we will as of now we'll just last Kavita when we will get the actual slide. For it's that short part because he told that it may delay like the more afternoon I talked to her.
Okay.
So I know that all our schedules are like Indian railway. So what I thought is because this will drain my battery fast. So what I thought is like we checked it now everything. So just before that, the 2-3 minutes before that, we will set all these things.
Yes.
And then we can go.
You have first light, right? So
No, I don't want to set up there. No, when I carry, I'll just carry it in like with that. That will be easy. Like
okay. You want to check it?
I'll just the delay what I done today here. Earlier we put it on 360p pixels only we put.
Yeah.
But auto is this 360 SS what is there?
You're still sitting in the chair there.
Oh.
No, we should ask him to move his hand and
Yeah.
not us.
Yeah.
So that way he knows
Exactly.
what he's doing.
So what I done now is I just increase the HD. We put it to the HD.
720 is normal. Let's not go to extreme case. 720 is normal.
Yeah, I'll
right?
put it
Otherwise, we'll say, oh, you guys are playing it.
Yeah. No, but actually, like the premium content, what we're talking is a 4K.
But we
it's okay.
720. Let's
It's 720. Yeah.
And then you get,
I have to carry this.
okay, check with color because I think
No, this is 720. Yeah, this is okay. Like
okay.
we can get it down.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're installing that.
We need a stop clock or something to show.
No, there is a time is there. We can tell him that the seconds are running here.
Okay.
In that time, we will tell. If you want time, stop time also. you can
Yeah,
put
just
it.
put a stop time.
Yeah. So you want to show him exactly the how much you have.
Yeah. Stop. Stop. Okay.
Yeah, start that time will tell you.
That time we can check. Oh, it's still here. way it's going through the network,
Yeah, yeah.
through our network,
It will go all the way to YouTube.
but it's going through NOC.
No, BOD.
He will say that's causing the delay.
No. YouTube also they have already written there will be 30-second delay. That is inherent. So 30-second delay is normal for them.
What is the normal delay with our BYOD or
No,
NOC?
irrespective of in even high speed any network you do, they have to set up something. They have to set up some server, storage space, everything for this video. It is being recorded also there.
Yes.
That they will set it up, and after we send the packet to their end, they have to start streaming that. That conversion of not only us we are doing, no, whole world will be keep on streaming.
Yes.
So that inherent delay of 30 seconds is for full quality. If you reduce the quality in the live stream setting, like it will be some hazy picture will be coming.
Yes.
If that is okay, delay will be less.
Okay. The 720 is reasonable.
Hmm.
Otherwise, no one will pay money for this, right?
If, no, this is free anyway.
Yeah.
So those guys also they don't want to give very high quality video.
Yeah.
So if you want high quality, then they will tell you go to commercial whoever is broadcasting or service, go to them.
Go.
Free means that's all. That's all they can give.
Yes. Yes. So it's yeah, I'm just say asking questions so we don't lose credibility. with the
No,
knowledge
this is
base.
like see, this is proven. Like if you use a commercial streaming server,
Yeah.
they will make sure that it's going very fast. It's a dedicated connection, and they will give some high priority and all this. These guys will. Anyway, we are not any paid or anything. Equal, it will take time.
But how fast will it be commercial? What time is 4 or
He's telling on time.
okay?
Till now, as per the information, but something delayed from IMS RNDC inform us.
Okay. So as soon as they walk out,
Yeah. So I think we need to touch the setup like just 4 minutes more. So. You mentioned that somewhere the YouTube mentioned that 30 seconds delay is there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the link?
no, it's not. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. No, because like it looks like they already officially also did. This is the direct this one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Especially also nobody denies the 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Everywhere from Nokia technology.
Yeah.
Let's use Nokia technology credibility
Yeah.
several times. We have to.
Sure. Yeah.
The field of vision, are these two vendors we started looking, are they doing any field of vision? Like M Vision or High Vision?
No, the high vision thing there, that is just a transcoder.
That's it.
Yeah.
they're
So yeah.
But
So
who will do the field of vision algorithm? We have to do.
no, we have to give them. So basically, the field of
That is
vision.
what
Yeah.
we
We
do.
have to work
So
with them.
when
And
ours is doing field of vision,
yeah.
we have to take.
We have to
those.
work with them, and then we have to
Yeah.
make the things. That is actually like those things we need to pay, and then we have to get it done through that.
Yeah, we have to get it done.
That's like a regular feature request with any partner
Yeah.
organization, right? Like.
Yeah. 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Did they come out or they have to?
You need to tell the family.
You have YouTube account, huh? In your phone, in your laptop.
No, Gmail account.
Gmail, you log in and then start live streaming with your own camera.
In the camera.
Oh, laptop camera.
Okay.
In the camera.
Yes. 360 I understand. Come down.
She's asking to eat actually. She asked the same question.
Huh?
She asked the same thing. Since I see this closing. A lot of time like we don't want to lose the time because we have to put the somebody. See, there's an old photo for you.
That's what they uploaded long time in the thing. So
Oh,
I
is
must
it?
have changed quite a bit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
IT they make it.
Yeah.
So wondering like the idea is surely like 1 year, 1.5 year old, not more than that, right?
No, it's like not too old. It's like this, like 2 years. Like,
Yeah.
changed quite a bit.
No, this overall idea.
Yes. No, it's recent only, right? All
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was after the integration. The board is good. The board. See, it's better.
அது அப்படியே ஆடாம இருக்கும் அப்படியே செஞ்சாங்க அப்படியே ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும் அப்படியே வந்துட்டே இருக்கும் கையில் வச்சுட்டு கையில் பிடிச்சிட்டே அப்படியே எண்ணெய் எல்லாத்தையும் இதில் எப்படி இருந்துச்சு ஆடாமல் இருக்கும்ல
I will not use this one. Only let us focus on this one. Just put this in my box, please. Headset actually.
அதாவது தேங்க்ஸ் தேங்க்யூ.
I think one other question I can
Yeah.
ask is like Wi-Fi, you have it, but we can say like many places in India don't have Wi-Fi. People
Yeah.
don't have Wi-Fi access at homes.
Yeah. That is one portion. Also, Vivo Wi-Fi you can use it.
Yeah.
Vivo Wi-Fi. So the solution wise, we can give the Vivo Wi-Fi because we are targeting the customers who are majorly the
Yeah.
existing the customers. So the Verizon and the AT&T both deployed Vivo Wi-Fi last year itself.
Yeah.
It's live.
So,
So
so it will allow them to use in big playgrounds
Yeah.
and
in case of India, whatever you sold is correct because the Wi-Fi is non-existing.
Yeah.
Because most they except the people like us who are the
or in the houses,
houses,
pay
yeah.
monthly. Anything.
No, those who are in the IT field who use the internet in the olden days,
Yeah.
those people actually have this routers.
Okay.
Or else like most of the people is only using RGS very high.
Okay.
The mobile data is higher than the Wi-Fi data there.
Wi-Fi data.
Yeah.
That's all. We need to somehow by M1 come up with more data.
Yeah, you know that will do that actually.
Sorry, everybody is sleeping.
No, the HR is talking. That's what I
Nobody is
surprised.
moving.
That is one of the reason I asked Kavita whether she is going to moderate it.
Yeah.
See, like,
But others like that, right? Sumana, they're all there inside.
yeah, no, it's full IMS R&D. In fact, I talked to Ajay. Can we include the any of those things? Then he asked like, VRE, do you want to cover? I told him no, like cover in this portion only VREs because we want to have time.
Yeah.
So I know it's very schedule like that. Only worry is also have to stop and oh, still Navanidan is there.
I think something is wrong. Seems like. Otherwise,
Or else I have to stop. No.
more than 2 minute delay.
Hmm?
More than 2 minute delay is there.
No, actually, what I know of is that the time goes by, right? The delay will be accumulated will be higher.
Okay. Okay, then we need to clear it off.
I also stop it now.
Yeah, you should stop it.
Yeah.
All the old shows will be there.
Yeah.
You can so the delay gets accumulated.
Yeah.
So what he's saying is like if in case like we set up a dedicated server, then the speed will be good. So
No, what he's saying is the two rooms,
yeah,
the HoloLens, right? See what they are currently doing, even if you for the demo and all people,
yeah,
they're putting fiber
yeah,
between the two rooms
true,
and then making it to the demo to be shown.
yeah,
So that's a trial, it works. Today, now and then we discussed this specifically. Even today morning also we discussed that
yeah,
the HoloLens they are able to achieve it with the fiber because this is too low compared to the HoloLens.
yeah.
The halo potential is the huge data,
Yeah.
like the whole image has to be projected, and that volume is huge, still higher. Because that's what like the
Oh, so we can tell him that even with fiber, dedicated fiber, you're able to do. You have your picture of the slide with Reliance guy. You keep that slide open
Yeah, yeah, sure.
just in case we will just quickly go there.
Yeah,
Because today he mentioned Reliance like a couple of
yeah,
times. At least keep that slide open. Just say I can say.
yeah. That's on 11th July. We met. I actually, as he told the date, then I recollected the date also. Because, like, actually, the
Tell me you went one day after.
yeah.
And how long was Mukesh there? Like Akash was there for 1 hour, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And Mukesh for half an hour?
Yeah, half an hour he was there.
So actually tell him one day after your meeting with Akash.
Yeah,
We actually had a demo.
yeah,
And then they were very impressed.
Yeah.
That's probably how we should start.
yeah.
This guys are taking half an hour. Hope they won't crunch our time.
Yeah, that we need to ask Kavita. Yes.
That's fine. We'll just play it by ear.
Oh, it's still playing.
You should something is wrong. We should remove that. Maybe you should need to reset that.
Oh, no.
It's like an old video.
It won't be look like a real live itself.
Yeah. Just clear off the whole purpose. That means you exit from that browser.
I just
Probably ask what is the state of the current discussion.
Hmm?
State of the current discussion means that we have to restart
I'll just restart and see whether it works.
yeah. Yeah, now it is.
So this means this restart is working. So
Keep that.
because I normally want to see a lot of time, right? This restart has its own problems.
So now you put it on pause, right?
Yeah, I put it on pause.
So,
Like my camera battery also doesn't go out because it eats my camera
oh,
battery.
you have battery, enough battery?
Yeah, like, and I actually got a phone which has mainly for high battery.
Yeah, okay. That's the problem with iPhone. It's like if you're actually touring and taking like 10 row of pictures or video, then battery automatically 90% goes to 50%.
Yeah, exactly, just like that will vanish
Then
actually.
it just vanishes.
Yeah, no, particularly like when I'm driving, like if I use my map fully,
Yeah,
so the map also eats up fast.
eats up fast.
And then like by the time I'm going and then start taking the pictures at the end, you will be start fake and you will see which picture you want to take, which picture you don't want to take. That's the last thing I want to see. Like
That's why small cameras are better actually.
yeah.
You can take like 100, 500
And,
pictures.
yeah. In fact, like, nowadays I'm carrying this one also. What is that? The battery recharge.
Yes.
So that's better because like that way, right? At least after going there, will you charge it and then you'll lose the moments actually. Like,
I have still carried the wire and everything. Well, the problem with batteries won't disappear for a long time because it's the laws of physics, right? I think now gallium arsenide, now nickel cadmium over a long time.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure there are new.
this lithium batteries like that.
Lithium is already there.
Yeah.
So I don't think there are more elements on the periodic table to give more.
Yeah, that's the challenge actually. Like
It's a big challenge.
yeah, that's the biggest challenge for the IoT, right? Like that itself projected as a issue.
Yeah.
Like particularly in this the IoT space, The battery is the biggest. At least here we are recharging.
Yeah.
Because like that's routine life will become
Yeah.
one of the everyday evening. Like I will go and first charge, or the morning I will charge. But the problem is in the IoT device is not looking like that. Like I need the battery life is itself a big requirement by itself. Like
Yeah, and then basically you put solar panels and everything.
yeah,
But they're not reliable. You get rain, cloudy days.
yeah.
And then some all dust and
Yeah, yeah.
birds, everything.
True,
So
true.
you can,
At least car and all, it's not a problem because car generate the
car has power.
power in itself. So it is not a problem. But the other IoT devices, particularly like small sensors,
Standalone things, you know.
particularly if you want to do it with cellular IoT,
Yeah.
that's the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
Like a smart meter when always talking. Today it is mechanically running,
Yeah.
run for 10 years without any issue.
Yeah.
Like once you fixed it, after that it will run. And the breakage is very low. But if you put battery in that, every 10 years I would call my BBMP guy like, oh my god.
But Israeli companies, like in US, we have this auto
Automatic.
thing. When you go iPass, it will automatically deduct the money. Those batteries come for 10 years.
Is it?
5 to 10 years is their
In the lifetime.
lifetime, which is quite good. And then it's also big problem in US. The cold weather is there, so when the temperature goes below zero, then battery life is
Who goes differently because of chemical reaction thing.
chemical reaction. Also, it's a
Oh,
big
okay.
problem because it will. Like normal, if you keep the
Yeah.
battery.
Is it coming out?
Oh,
Yeah, coming out.
oh yeah. That's going.
And it was like today.
You go?
Yeah, yeah, we'll go.
Okay, that's good.
Put it here.
ಸರ್ ಬನ್ನಿ ಬನ್ನಿ
ಏನು
what is this problem?
Something is moving.
Yeah, I'll sit down. Yeah.
Hey.
I'm
Parka. Yeah. Nice to meet you. Hi. Good to see you again. Virtual reality, huh?
Yeah, it's a reality. Yeah.
It's virtual reality. If you like, just.
Thank you.
You think Shikhar is coming, or we can just start it into? Should we start or start? Yeah, let's do it. So basically, this is our proposal for the virtual reality POC. I will show you the demo. Yep. And I think very briefly, more than our discussion, I think the demo will make a little bit of concretize what we are proposing. So this is largely driven by our discussions we had with Reliance as well as with AT&T. And in fact, the day after your meeting with Akash, we had the demo on the VR.
Okay.
And both Akash was there for 1 hour, and Mukesh also came for half an hour.
Okay.
So it's really for him to stay for half an hour is a big thing. So they're convinced on this one. So what they want to do is like Reliance, for example, has their own channel for creating video. So they have this TV rights for premium content for cricket matches, as well as they are looking to put this in some specific music concerts. Initially, this is for the Indian context, but I think they're also hearing the same thing from AT&T as well. And they also have the TV soap operas that they want to sell as premium content with 360-degree view. So that's really the initial target, is this premium content. So our proposal is to create this VR application server. And I think we just started on this one. So I think the main thing we want to show you is really why there's a problem with the OTT. And that's what we want to show in the demo. The main problem we see is and this is what Akash also told us, there's like a 25 to 40 second noticeable delay because of buffering, internet, and firewalls. And this also, you cannot add interactivity. There's a high bandwidth required. Like if you want to do like 1 hour, you're spending like 40 gigabits of data, which is eating up a lot of data, as you know, from any data plan. And the content charging is also a big issue for them. So that's what they want to overcome. So with that, we want to show how the delay actually is in the current OTT situation. Then we get it.
I just put a stream here, so 360-degree content stream. I create a live stream event. I created it. So here is the camera Android phone with the user content. Okay, so this is the 360-degree camera which is attached with my camera, and here I can start my live streaming. Okay, so the main focus what we want to show is the way we started the whole activities. What we started is the latency, as he mentioned. So we thought of showing you the latency for 720p pixel itself, and it's actually like the exponentially increase when you're going to the 1K, like the full HD, and when 4K it will be going still because of the buffering. Like you can easily visualize it actually. So I'll just start this one actually like a. So what I'm doing is just started the stream. Okay, in fact YouTube already acknowledged that the basic for small thing they have a 30 seconds delay, and in fact like we got we had a long discussion with the Nokia Tech. They are interested in discussing with us only to reduce the delay, which they couldn't do it because like mainly because of the whole network which is based on the HTTP driven by the OTT. So now we are seeing that how to do that. So just we are again just do it because the stream just now it triggered it. So the initial setup time normally there because that is expected because that is not a big problem.
Okay, so you shake your hand, and then I can start it maybe. You'll see when your hand will actually move.
Yeah. So you can easily see like
Okay.
not taking coffee.
So 19 seconds. still your handshake hasn't shown up.
Yeah.
So basically what
see you showed it. Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
41 seconds.
And the good part is now just now we tried for half an hour. The time goes by, this delay will be increasing gradually. The reason is because like it's the jittering and the buffering how they're doing it, and then they are giving it in a smooth flow. So it is actually gradually it goes up easily like that's why I refresh it. Yeah, sure.
Because otherwise
Yes, yeah, sure.
No, let's
So
go
this
to
is
so that's the problem statement.
yeah.
So I think our proposal is very simple. I think essentially this is the issue. We want to use reduce the latency to about 2 seconds to 5 seconds, and we will be using real-time protocol selection using RTP, and that is going to cut down significantly the delay, and that's what we want to prove with our proof of concept. And our solution is with and without IMAS, because people say, why are you using IMAS? So we can actually, our proposal is actually create the standalone, what we call the application server. and we are planning to use some of the control panel using the CFX 5000 assets. Then we have this VR broadcast and media server that currently we are looking to integrate. We have Nokia Technologies provided supplier. This is Hivision. And we also have our MRF that can do some
Radix
of
is
this.
basically like
Radix.
and also FFmpeg, which is the open source is there. So these are the guys who can convert from RTMP to RTP and then broadcast. So basically what we are saying is like we can go to the multiple this one. So these are the three vendors we are currently
So
seeing.
is this looking like an appliance which can provide whatever is needed, or is it like we need still additional elements outside?
We don't need any additional
This will take care
So
of
the
it.
VRAS is an appliance which can provide this.
which can provide this. It will take the
Yeah.
feed directly from
Directly feed from the live VR.
live VR or from any other VR source, and then essentially we will provide this directly through to the headset.
This is a similar approach by Jitin's team, for example, with their enterprise tasks. So they have taken parts of their of the tasks, CTS, and then they have integrated that CTS plus ISC, and then they have integrated that with the enterprise part. So I think here we are also using something from our existing CFX.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, right.
Yeah, control plane thing we are taking from
Control
CFX.
plane. So if we go with like so that is without the IMS. Now with IMS, there's a lot more bells and whistles. You can do content charging, better management of things. So what
And
we want
routing,
to do
those
is
things.
routing, conferencing, all these things. Our objective is to use some of the assets from CFX, push it into this control plane, integrate the VR broadcast server, and then basically we create this VR application server.
And why do you call it virtual reality?
Yeah, see the content I showed you is a 360 degree. Actually, you can see it in the 360 degree regular camera. So I just for the delay for our easy experience, I have shown this content in the screen. So same content I can give you in the mobile. You can see it in the regular VR.
So you are actually seeing the full 360.
360 degree. So the same content will become in the mobile, and then we can put it in the regular VR headset, so that the content is same. The
It's-
the
it's-
distributor is
yeah,
same.
okay,
Yeah,
it's like
that way
this.
around is a VR.
So that's the basic premise, and I think this is what we are proposing in terms of the roadmap and everything. So 2017 we already have Partha and about 6 people putting some little bit of their time in creating this POC. So we want to get this POC done by Mobile World Congress, and then do the POC, do the demo there, as well as get a POC that we can take to our customers by March of next year.
Again, what do you think? I mean, so now this is not classical code, right? Somehow a bit going out of that scope. I mean,
I wouldn't have a problem with that. I'm just wondering what is the use case behind, right? So what value are we creating? I mean, the 40 seconds, of course, is much too long. But the key question is, I mean, if you just would do kind of video connection, peer-to-peer, without
not
going
peer-to-peer.
through the whatever YouTube or something like this, you have a similar effect, right?
No, so what are all the things we are changing is the from the overall business perspective, right? The premium content. Normally, people don't want to go to the YouTube and put it out. Particularly anybody, right? The distributor like a UK distributor or the thing. So that way, what we are saying is they can put in their network, so they can put it. And the additional things what we are doing is as you told, the delay is the one factor.
the
And premium content is stored.
delay question from here is, do you have the delay if it's a peer-to-peer?
Yeah.
Like this.
This
you-
camera,
you just
yeah,
camera
yeah.
and then
Directly
you have
from
video
the
call to
user.
Exactly.
Michael,
Yeah.
and will you have still the
Yeah, 10
delay?
seconds.
You
10
need
seconds.
a fiber.
10 seconds. I can
You
explain you
need
why
a
is that. The 10-second delay is there. In fact, I here I didn't bring that one. From
No,
this,
it's okay. The answer is it yes or no?
yes, it is there.
Yes, so the delay will be
Why
there
is
even.
Because the protocols currently as I told, it started with the streaming thing. In fact, we get this clue from the MEC people. So the thing is, what is happening is that the majorly the VR is driven from the, like, initially the content, the pre-stored content. Then when you're talking the streaming, so the basic the buffering is RTP, and the MPEG dash has this
But
delay.
who is buffer? I mean, if I would set up a kind of a connection through LTE directly peer to peer, how much is the delay? Maybe 100 milliseconds or something.
If you are transmitting any current protocols, it will be like the minimum 10 seconds in the same flow for 720p actually. Because the reason I'm saying is not the connectivity problem. We are not talking the connectivity problem, because what we are talking is the protocol stack which is causing this whole delay.
Yeah, but why? I mean, if I take a picture,
Yeah.
I mean, just the transport is maybe 100 milliseconds, right?
Agree.
Bit to bit.
Yes. Yes.
Now, if I would, I mean, it depends, of course, how I set up this video protocol. If I wait until the full whatever screen is filled, but I could, for instance, send picture by picture, 40 per second.
See the pixel, the content is diffused. So you can see this. I'm just rotating it, which you can see the whole thing. So this the content is not the regular video picture load. It's not just a 2D.
Yeah,
the
still-
content is becoming bigger. So what is happening is that's what causing the delay. As I told you, like the whole thing is how much content you are putting in.
Putting 12K of content.
Yeah.
But
So the content is causing, because if you are telling, if we know that like for a voltage which is running in RGO 200 milliseconds, right? So that's the delay we are giving. So that's not something new. Even I'm not asking. I'm like, when you are telling here, you're telling 2 seconds is my target, because the glass to glass delay I cannot really help. So the thing is the factor something here. More thing is that the stitching one portion that anyway we are not going to stop. But the problem is within that the after stitching to from the stitching to the glass, right? That buffering itself becoming bigger. In fact, I talked a lot of data and a couple of lot of vendors. I compare with all the vendors. In fact, the Nokia Tech people ask us only for that, because I specifically discussed with them as well.
But
Yeah.
what are we doing? I mean, so we change from one protocol to another protocol.
Yeah,
we
but-
change to RTP.
Yeah, RTP.
And what is the innovation in that? What is new and what is difficult to copy or what is the differentiator?
Yeah, see the from the initial introduction, I told you that the one is this, the initial thing is the delay thing, the later interactivity portion if you are talking, because
No, I'm just saying
Yeah.
that you 30 seconds to 2 seconds
Yeah.
is caused by changing to RTP.
Yes,
Is it correct?
correct, yeah.
So now why could somebody else not do it?
Well, I mean,
The answer is if somebody can do it.
Yeah. We are not saying that this is not a new patent or
There's no differentiator.
no. The differentiator is what we are saying is the currently it is not there. Like currently people are exploring.
It's
It is like
just
a
that,
go-to-market strategy
it's
which
just
we are
that
trying.
first entry.
Yeah, first entry, yeah.
We somebody could copy us easily,
Yeah.
but now we say okay, we give this as a value add
Yeah.
for our solution, and you put it in IMS or you push it to our existing IMS customers and say okay, now you can introduce VR headsets, because VR terminals, I think this was your point, VR terminals are also becoming available more and more.
Yeah, it's
So,
very cheap
so
now.
then you could actually have this service on top, for instance. And then we just use, I mean, RTP standard protocol within IMS, so we use that for media.
certainly. But again, we're also driven by use cases of premium content coming in from Reliance. Right? Because
The
they
digital,
want
yeah.
to distribute, as you know, in India, for example, everybody doesn't have Wi-Fi. So they want to distribute this on a large scale basis.
IPL,
And
football.
IPL, football, and everything. So they can give the 360 angle.
Same way each the AT&T and everybody has their own digital rights. So this is starting from the digital right content which we are streaming it quickly, because like they are the guys we are targeting actually.
But still, I mean, if the handset would be able to select RGP or just come up with another smart way of transporting pictures, because I still don't get it why they take so long. But it's just a matter on how to send the video signal. Right?
Full-blown,
Yeah, see the thing. Yeah.
also some of the other things out we are looking at is this field of vision. So in our broadcast server, we are looking, there's some algorithms that are being already done by the labs that show we'll only transmit the field of vision
Yeah. But let's assume we four here, we create our own company.
Yeah.
So we would, let's say, define a kind of a whatever type of smartphone application,
Yeah,
which
smartphone.
does
Yeah.
two things. One is uses RTP as a kind of bandwidth
Yeah.
protocol. Secondly, transport the video signal
Yeah.
in a much smarter way that obviously this is being done.
We are selecting H.265. We would use
Yeah,
H.265, the Kodak, highest Kodak, we are selecting it. Already we are doing that.
And then we need just a server somewhere where all this content is more or less echoed to broadcast it to many people. I think it's something we could do in a couple of months or so.
Yeah.
That's what we are
And nobody, I mean, even Reliance or nobody could even do anything against it. The only thing you need to do is just kind of have a connectivity to the network and have the choice.
I will explain it. The thing is, like, I think we should discuss. See, if I putting it the regular internet, right, this RTP will not fly. Because we all know that, like, the RF VoIP network would have gone very long back. Like that's how the SIP is started. Like in the internet, I will put a SIP on an RTP, everything fly, it doesn't fly.
But even if not, I mean, if I just have an internet connectivity, right, and I take this picture, I mean, this is kind of such a big picture,
Yeah.
and you transport it line by line, if you like, right? You scan it, and just use the data channel just to send this information. Let's say you have 100 megabit per second or something. You would transport a complete picture in much less than a second. Much less than a second.
Okay, so I'll tell you what are the hindrances to it. Because like a maximum I can, as usual, we normally target for 200 to 500 milliseconds for the real-time communication. Correct? That's our regular target.
Okay.
Yes, that's our regular, the VoLTE network.
Okay.
The only thing I have put the 1 second thing, the main reason is that the RTMP is kickstarting today. So we need to translate. In fact, we are talking Nokia Deck guys, can you give us the RTP? So that will reduce the delay.
Why are we not able to do that? I mean, and what is the barrier now?
There are current infrastructure is not there, Shekhar. Like
No, but I mean, the point is, if somebody knows all these mechanisms, finds a smart way to transport video information, not in real time, but I would say with a complete picture, less than a second. I think this should be possible.
Because the number of bits that are needed and the bandwidth that is available would make sure that this can be done.
Yeah.
And if you have a proprietary stack on both sides to just send it.
Yeah, but you have, for instance, let's assume we have 100 megabit per second bandwidth.
Yeah.
I mean, an HD signal needs something like what is it? HD. Even ultra high HD needs something like 10 megabit per second.
12 Mbps per second, actually.
Yeah.
12 Mbps, this is what we are talking about. Here is the 12 Mbps with H.265.
Yeah. So in that stream, you can transport 40 pictures per second with 12 megabit stream in whatever second or something.
So the thing is, as you're telling, 12 Mbps is what our requirement also. That is what we're reaching by reducing the codec. First, we optimize the codec. We are not using H.265.
Yeah, you need a special codec.
Yes, they can also use it. This is a standard codec. H.265 is the standard codec, which is available in the market for the video thing. Yeah. Then what we are saying is this is RTP. If you go for the mass deployment, like the football kind of thing, like if I want to reach the whole market, then the thing is like the other network problem will be there for the internet guys. So therefore, they are going for an alternative mechanism like this. So the reason the MPEG dash and RTMP become the de facto way of doing it, the reason is how to deploy mass deployment. Because like for us the advantage is the telco network. So we built on the telco network, on that we are doing it, which brings us the value addition there. So it is not just the protocol choice which we are betting on. So we are betting on our telco network, existing network, the VoLTE and Vivo Wi-Fi, and on top of that we are.
No, it's understood.
Yeah.
But how can we prevent that somebody else is doing it on top of the network? There's a similar type of
main
approach.
advantage is time to market is one of the
Our competitors.
It's not defendable.
Somebody can copy it because it is only needed to know that okay, this technology will not work, another one will work. So we are just saying we just do a time to market. because we have these customers and we tell them, look, you guys have the network, please just use this, and this is a way for you to bring a new service. It is not the thing which will shake the world, but this is something on top of the existing multi-deployments.
Yeah, I understand, but my concern is the following. I mean, if you use this watch as an example, right here, there's this photo apps. Where do I have this? This photo apps. It shows the camera. Right. I mean, from here to here.
Yeah.
It goes via Bluetooth or something.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you can simulate it through the network. At least this one has what is the reaction time?
You won't have it will less than a millisecond.
Yeah, exactly. It's in milliseconds.
Yeah. See
I mean, don't have. I mean, this is not a full HD.
Yes.
But let's assume you have a whatever full HD type of thing. You can scale it down in many pictures, and then you can reassemble it, etc. It would not. I mean, you can every 360-degree thing. You can translate in 10 times of this single format. So it would add up maybe to 1 second. That's my point.
No, I agree. See, I'm putting the 1 second the target because what we are worried is our ecosystem wise. Still, we are getting the RTMP, some translation from the stitching. I'm talking about end to end because the delay in the network will be.
You just transport it. You just
Less than
transport
one.
it. You don't care about.
Reliance was not able to get even.
Yeah,
1
you know,
second.
yes, in fact, in the Reliance view.
Next to that.
Yeah,
They must be more technical.
Then the 40 seconds of delay we saw that. Michael, I agree with you that if you ask me for my box from the live VR to this one, we will be able to make in milliseconds.
Yeah,
that is a target. But what I'm saying, the end-to-end target, end-to-end device, glass to glass is what I'm talking about. 1 second.
Yeah.
You're getting my point. Because the RTPS, you are right. Because that will be in milliseconds only. Because that doesn't help in business, right? Because if you're talking about the only from the RTMP device to this one, then when I'm actually deploying as the end user, that delay will be in the same stadium. I'm in the same stadium. I'm watching the thing from a VIP seat. I can get it. With this the OSO camera will be in the VIP seat. I will be in the regular thing.
This one I understand as well. If you go sub-second or something, you have live video or something, you see a sports event or something, you want to see it at the same second.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what
But this
you're saying
is
that
2 seconds. Is
2 seconds.
Okay, you want to achieve lesser than that. I agree with you. Okay, the targets, what I understand, I should be less than a second. Yeah.
It needs to be milliseconds because otherwise you don't create much value because you could do it.
I'll take it as a command and then I will work for that. How to achieve it?
This tomorrow we have still one slot where we can probably continue this conversation. But I think I want to get Mihail's clear, let's say reaction. I mean, do we pursue or not, and what should be our limits of this?
My problem with this is I don't see how we can defend this.
This problem is there.
Everybody could do it unless you go to millisecond delay because then nobody can do it. 2 second, I believe we four together here. I mean, if Apple can do this in milliseconds, I think we would be able to do it in 2 seconds or something.
Okay. No, I got it. The basic comment is how can I achieve 500 minutes? I have to come with a solution.
Okay, great.
I put a target to be easily achievable.
This camera is interesting. That's a funny camera.
Yeah, this is a separate thing. It's a regular my camera. This is I bought it €200 we bought this one. Yeah. So I can just pull it out.
It's a mini Ozu.